Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance. Today we're not chasing hype. We're not maxing blindly. We're not throwing resources at a hero just because he looks strong on paper. Today, we are building smart. This is the maximum priority low-cost guide for Cascade, and this video is about discipline. Because strong accounts are not built by overfeeding one hero. They are built by making heroes functional, activating their identity, extracting their value, and then moving on while saving resources for the next strategic investment. Cascade is an agility-based marksman from the Mystery faction. He stands in the backline and deals physical damage, but his identity is more complex than a simple ranged attacker. 3 of his skills scale directly with physical attack, and 1 depends purely on skill level. His basic attacks deal physical damage, but his passive mechanics allow him to adapt to enemy defenses, making him surprisingly versatile. Cascade is not a one-dimensional hero. He deals damage. He pushes enemies back. He applies different effects depending on the enemy's main stat. And with his passive, he can convert penetration into multi-type damage, targeting the weakest defensive layer of his opponent. That sounds powerful. But powerful does not mean expensive. So the question is simple. How do we activate Cascade without draining the entire account? We start with what truly matters, physical attack. If you build one skin only, it must be the physical attack skin. No hesitation. No doubt. 3 of his skills scale from it. His basic attacks depend on it. His damage conversion relies on it. Without physical attack investment, Cascade does not exist. Max this skin first. Fully. Once that is done, and only once that is done, you move to the health skin. Why health second? Because Cascade is a backline marksman who relies on cycling abilities. If he dies too quickly, his O and adaptive damage never reach full value. Health gives him time. And time equals damage. All other skins can wait. Agility. Later. Armor. Later. Armor penetration skin. Later. This is where discipline separates efficient accounts from chaotic ones. Now let's talk sparks of power. Max them. They increase all primary attributes. They are efficient. They are accessible compared to skins and artifacts. And they amplify every aspect of his kit at once. Low cost does not mean skipping efficient upgrades. It means choosing the correct ones. Skills, all skills must reach maximum level. Cascade has scaling thresholds built into his kit. Leaving skills underleveled reduces his entire damage profile. Do not cut corners here. Hero level, level 120. No exceptions. Why? Because level 120 unlocks Talisman access. And Talismans are one of the most powerful low-cost accelerators in the game. Cascade's first Talisman, Agility in Physical Attack, is available in the Eternal Frontier shop. That makes it accessible to disciplined players. This talisman is extremely important because it compensates for missing skin investments. A well-rolled, well-upgraded talisman can equal the power of 2 fully developed skins. That is huge for resource efficiency. His second talisman is more expensive and not currently accessible in the same way. So we ignore it for now. Focus on what is achievable. This is a low-cost guide. Not a luxury build. Now artifacts. The first artifact priority is his book, The Alchemist's Folio. Why the book first? Because it directly increases the damage scaling of 3 of his skills. It amplifies the exact mechanics that define Cascade's battlefield role. After that, the Ring of Agility is your second priority. The weapon or artifact can wait unless you have surplus resources. Stop where efficiency stops. Now Glyphs. If you are disciplined with runic stones and only spend during milestone events, you can bring all Glyphs to level 40 comfortably. But if resources are tight and you need functionality quickly, focus on 3. Physical attack, core scaling. Health, survivability. Armor penetration, to ensure his adaptive damage mechanics actually break through defenses. Bring them to level 40. Do not chase level 80 Glyphs unless Cascade becomes a main carry in your long-term roster. Evolution, 5 stars is enough. Absolute star can come naturally over time from Eternal Frontier Shop and Heroic Chest. Do not burn resources rushing it unless Cascade is central to your main composition. And now we arrive at the real philosophy behind this guide. Cascade becomes functional when his physical attack is supported. His penetration mechanics are active. His talisman boosts his base stats. His book artifact enhances his scaling. At that point, he works. Not as a luxury hero. Not as an overfed project. But as a functional low-pressure marksman who can adapt to enemy defenses and contribute meaningfully to mystery-based or O compositions. And then you stop. You do not keep feeding him endlessly. You move to the next hero. Because strong accounts are built through roster depth. Options. Counters. Flexibility. One fully maxed hero surrounded by unfinished ones creates imbalance. 4 functional heroes creates strategic advantage. Cascade begins to truly shine once he can survive long enough to cycle his dash, trigger sodden armor interactions, and exploit enemies' weakest defenses through his adaptive damage passive. You do not need every skin. You do not need absolute star immediately. You do not need max Glyphs across the board. You need activation. This is the difference between emotional building and strategic building. Emotional building says, max him now. Strategic building says, make him work. Then save. Guardians, this is how you grow sustainably. This is how you prepare for new heroes. This is how you stay ready for meta shifts. This is how you build strength without becoming resource-starved. Cascade can absolutely work. But only if you invest intelligently. Activate his core. Strengthen his identity. Stop at efficiency. Move forward. And that is how low-cost strategy turns into long-term dominance. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.